Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome back to Cross Zone, and today I'm going to talk about the Aaron Rodgers news. Now, I'm a little bit late to this party, but I've got some up-to-date news as well. As you guys know, last week, or in the early part of last week, the Minnesota Vikings opted not to sign Aaron Rodgers to the team. And I just can't help but think the one weakness the Minnesota Vikings have, especially with their coaching and their management and stuff, is they almost always make really bad decisions with quarterbacks, and this is another one. They should have ran it back with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was doing great things for them, and there's just no reason not to run it back for them. But they just didn't do it. Just like years ago, they did great with Case Keenum. They could have brought Case back, but they didn't. And the Vikings keep doing this stuff, so they always end up with either bad quarterbacks, or when they get good ones, the good ones don't stay on the team very long. And you look at the Vikings team now, they are built to go to the Super Bowl now. I mean, they are pretty much loaded at every position. I can't think of like a weak position that they have. And all they need is a powerhouse quarterback. People talk about they want to run with J.J. McCarthy. Let me tell you something. I don't care how talented J.J. McCarthy is. No first-year starting quarterback is going to get you to the Super Bowl. It just isn't going to happen. And if they do get you to the Super Bowl, they're not going to win it. J.J. McCarthy will not take you to a Super Bowl. I'm not saying he won't years down the road when he's developed. But right now, while you've got a Super Bowl squad, you should run with Aaron Rodgers. He can get you that ring while you've got a Super Bowl quality team. He's got a much better chance at it than J.J. McCarthy does anyway. Because by the time J.J. McCarthy is developed enough to be a superstar quarterback, if he turns out to be a superstar, most of that squad in the Vikings is going to be gone. All those guys are going to want to get paid, and they're going to vanish off to various teams. So again, I just don't understand why, while you've got this Super Bowl quality team, why not get yourself a Super Bowl quality quarterback for 1 year, maybe two? J.J. McCarthy can learn under Aaron, and by the time he is ready to start, he'll have 2 years under a legend under his belt. And Aaron is not opposed to mentoring people. He was mentoring the heck out of Zach Wilson, and he mentored the heck out of Jordan Love. I mean, this whole narrative about Aaron Rodgers being a diva in the locker room, it's just not true. Pretty much every negative thing you hear about Aaron Rodgers is made up. The reason people don't like him is because he spoke out against the mask mandates and stuff like that, and he sometimes discusses his political opinions on the Pat McAfee show. That's the reason that people don't like him and say the stuff about it. But the stuff is lies. He's never been a locker room cancer. He's never been a diva. He's never been any of that stuff. He's pretty much, for most of his career, been a guy who's kind of kept his mouth shut and played. So, Aaron Rodgers will be a great addition to the locker room in Minnesota. And it's just the Vikings' loss. So the Vikings are going to start J.J. McCarthy next year, this upcoming year. And what's going to happen is J.J. McCarthy, if he's as talented as people say he is, he's probably going to do well. He's probably going to get you some touchdowns. But he's going to be making a whole lot of rookie mistakes during that time. And if you've got a Super Bowl ready squad, well, again, I just don't understand why you'd start a rookie. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that at all. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to start J.J. McCarthy. He's going to have great games and bad games like all rookies do. And at the end of the season, the Vikings are going to be very disappointed. And they're probably going to, a lot of the fans are probably going to blame J.J. McCarthy for not meeting Viking team expectations. When the whole time they could have had Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers could have actually got them to the Super Bowl or at least close. I just don't understand that thinking. I just really don't, man. Now, Aaron Rodgers still has offers on the table from the Steelers and the Giants. I'm going to make another video about that. And from what I understand, the Steelers are pursuing him very hard, very hard. So I'm going to put my news out about that probably next week or something like that. But for now, I just wanted to say, yeah, the Vikings have passed on Aaron Rodgers, and I feel like they're going to suffer because of it. All right, guys, that's about it.